think that I'm motivated all the time because I have so many experiences, of motivation. And I understand it quite well. One thing that this gentleman to my left always said, and it sticks in my brain all the time, is that emotions are not always subject to reason, but they're always subject to action. And we all have periods of inertia where we don't want to, get up and do things. So I have to tell myself psychologically that it's going to be a great day, I'm going to have a great day today, and I repeat it over and over and actually do the thing with that in mind. And I've been trying to teach it to my brother. As a matter of fact, a couple of months ago, I wrote him a letter. I tried to write him a very motivational letter, because at the time he was very inspirationally dissatisfied.
I don't go out very much, so what I do to pass the time, aside from watching television, of course, is I would sit down and put these tracks down on the tape and just play guitar. And it's something that gives me a lot of personal satisfaction. I mean, with any type of a musical instrument, you're never going to be bored. So much of the time people say, well, what am I going to do? There's nothing to do, and they're always continually complaining. But with a musical instrument, you can sit down and you can provide your own entertainment.
Even my kids, I try to abstain from the word not and can't and no and stuff like that, which are very negative words, and try to instill, rather than physical punishment, but just saying that, like my youngest girl she's 2.5 years old, and it's very hard for her to understand, the language, rationalize it. So I just sit her down when she's done something wrong, and I tell her, good girls don't do this. Good girls do things that make us happy.
We created our little lakes because we feel that this gives an atmosphere of tranquility and helps to break up the rows of little headstones, which can be very monotonous and not too appealing. In former years, I would write like 3 and 4 songs a week, and I've got a little notebook where I've got about probably 50 songs. And, you always have the dream in the back of your mind that someday these songs will be published and you'll be famous. But
as you get older, you start realizing that maybe those are just what they were, dreams, nothing more. But dreams are nice to have, something to look forward to. It gives you more satisfaction, something that you can think about.
Our mind is like a computer. If our mind read or extracted a data line from it, if you put in positive, you would get out positive. If you put in negative, you get out negative. So you have to understand that. Our mind is, we can go into a negative part and into a positive part, and then if you really want to get more involved, there's a in-between, that people never get really negative and people never really get positive. They call it the gray area. But the mind reacts to suggestion. And suggestion is merely an external force or an external thing that you perceive through your senses. Like your smell, your sight, your feeling. You could even be smelling a big vat of spaghetti, and it suggests to you that you're hungry. So therefore, our strongest power that we have is in suggestion. In the power of prayer, that's the strongest power that we have. Success is like a journey. And when you finally achieve success in your given field, it's over, the journey's over, you have to look for something else to motivate you. There was a famous doctor who was one of the first people to climb Mount Everest. Right at the end, he looked up at the mountain, and the first time he tried it, he failed. And as he was coming down from the mountain, he looked at it, and he said, I'll climb Mount Everest. He says, mountains don't grow, but men always will.